About a month ago, a new update was released, completely rebalancing cloaks and changing how they should be used or defended against. With changes that make cloaks both stronger and weaker, this update is a game changer, and proof that the devs are ready to listen to the community's feedback about the diplomacy update. But what are these changes, and how can you win in the new rule set? The first thing to notice is that cloaks have become masters of moving quickly through enemy terrain. Now, they not only ignore zone of control, but also terrain penalties. This means that they can go through mountains and forests without stopping, allowing for quick attacks from any direction. And they now have the scout ability, which lets them see anything 2 tiles away. These changes mean that cloaks can now much more easily travel through unexplored land, making them a good late game exploration unit and allowing players who are defending against an invasion to use them. However, there is a flip side to the newfound abilities. All units can now see nearby cloaks. When an enemy cloak is next to one of your own units, you will see an eye symbol appear next to it. This makes cloaks much easier to catch. If you ever notice a symbol, move all nearby units to cover the spaces where the cloak could be to catch it as quickly as possible. This means that you should never put a cloak adjacent to an enemy unit, or expect your cloak to be caught the following turn. It is also way too risky to try to attack any cities that are not on your opponent's border. Now, in order to defend against cloaks, if you can't afford a lot of units, make sure to put a unit every 2 tiles so that the cloaks can't get past undetected. And sadly, this does also make mindbenders useless once more. They are frankly not worth the investment. Infiltration also saw some big changes recently. It is now more of a problem than ever before. Daggers can spawn and immediately siege an undefended city. The income of the city on the next turn is given to the person who infiltrated it, and any units in the city take a bit of damage when it is infiltrated. This means that the reward for a successful infiltration is now a lot higher, but is more difficult to reach the city in the first place. It also means that it is now vital to leave the cities on your border defended at all times, even if there are no enemy units in sight. It also means that if you use cloaks in combination with ranged units, you can siege a city without a need for a swordsman or giant. And we should not forget the new unit, pirates. Or, more accurately, it is a variant of the dagger unit. Daggers that are on water no longer form boats, but rather pirate units, which are a melee naval unit that, in effect, does the exact same thing as daggers, just on water. This is a minor change that adds much needed variety to the dagger unit, as well as making sure that players can't use infiltration as a way to get massive fleets of battleships. Another noteworthy change is that Cymanti explosions now deal half the damage they used to helping balance the tribe's military power. And there you have it, all of the important changes in the update and how to respond to them. I hope you have found this video helpful. I'd also appreciate it if you considered subscribing, and thank you to the 1% of you who have already subscribed.